Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So the other day, I shared part 1 of 13 ways to prevent stress eating when you're stuck at home. And this is from healthline.com, and I will share it as the description of this video. I'm going to reread the beginning, indicate 1 through 6, which I already discussed, and then go on with 7 through 13. So it reads, though self-isolating is the best way to protect against the COVID-19, being stuck at home can lead to some unhealthy behaviors, including overeating due to stress and boredom. While taking comfort in food during times of stress is a normal reaction, overeating regularly can negatively affect your health and increase your stress and anxiety levels. Here are 13 ways to prevent them, and this was the important note. It's important to differentiate stress eating from disordered eating. If you feel that you have disordered eating tendencies, bulimia, anorexia, compulsive overeater, these tips are not appropriate for your needs. For information on eating disorder treatment and additional support, contact the National Eating Disorder Association helpline, and they have a hyperlink for you to do that. Okay, so number 1 was to check in with yourself. Like literally say, and I recommended the acronym HALT, which was seeing if you're hungry, angry, lonely, tired. I often put S for either sick or scared and kind of assess that before you act. Number 2 was to remove temptations. Just visually get the stuff out of your sight, right? Number 3 was to maintain a healthy meal schedule. So at this time when we're not on our normal process for most of us, and certainly as a teacher, a bell isn't about to ring in 10 minutes. It isn't my 5-minute lunch recess. There's like a lot of things like that that are throwing people off their schedule. So it's to reevaluate and even create a new schedule if you need one. Number 4 was not to restrict. So don't go crazy. I'm kind of in a situation right now where I've been trying to fast spiritually. So for spiritual reasons on Tuesdays and Fridays. But with my inclination to binge, it may not be in my best interest to do so. So I'm kind of praying about that. Okay, number 5, bring out your inner chef. It found that most people who provide, do their meals at home, sadly, people are homebound right now and could be preparing their own meals, but they're still choosing to have food delivered. But those people who do their own meals for the majority of the week tend to be 28% healthier in general, if not less body weight than their counterparts. Number 6 was stay hydrated. So often when I think I'm hungry, I realize I just haven't had my fluids for the day. So check with yourself. Is it fluids that you need? And finally, we are on number 7. Get moving. Being stuck at home can take a serious toll on your activity levels, leading to boredom, stress, and increased snacking frequency. To combat this, make some time for daily physical activity. If you're feeling lost due to the closing of your favorite gym or workout studio, try something new, like a home workout on YouTube, taking a hike in nature, or simply walking or jogging around your neighborhood. Research has shown that physical activity can boost mood and reduce stress, which may reduce your chances of stress eating. I love to do my rebounder. I love to dance spontaneously, even with my dogs. I like to get out with my horses, of course, right? Number 8, prevent boredom. When you suddenly find yourself with a lot of extra free time, boredom can quickly set in once you have tackled your to-do list for the day. However, boredom can be prevented by making good use of your spare time. Everyone has hobbies that they have always wanted to try or projects that they have put off due to busy schedules. Now is the perfect time to learn a new skill, tackle a home improvement project, organize your living spaces, take an educational course, or start a new hobby. Learning something new or starting a project can only help to prevent boredom, but it also will likely make you feel more accomplished and less stressed. And I know that's true. I've been trying to decrease clutter. Right now, I'm getting my head around a bunch of online programs to teach my students that I don't even know myself. So while it's causing stress initially, I know it'll ease my life to try and master some of that. My sister, who is a seamstress, is making masks for people on the front lines. There's many things we can do. Okay, number 9, be present. Modern day life is full of distractions, from smartphones to televisions to social media. You're surrounded by technology meant to distract you from your daily life. Though catching up on a favorite TV show can help take your mind off of stressful events, it's important to minimize distractions when eating a meal or snack, especially if you find yourself frequently overeating. If you're used to dining while parked in front of your television, smartphone, or computer, try eating in a less distracting environment. Attempt to concentrate only on your food, paying special attention to feelings of hunger and fullness. Being more present while you eat may help prevent overeating and can help you become more aware of your eating patterns and food intake. And might I suggest using a journal to record that food. Mindful eating is an excellent tool that can be used to bring more awareness to your eating habits. And this is a hyperlink on mindful eating and a hyperlink on check out our 21-day mindful eating challenge. Ooh, that might be my next video. Okay, number 10, practice portion control. It's common for people to snack on foods directly from the containers in which they were sold, which may lead to overeating. So true. For example, grabbing a pint of ice cream from the freezer and eating directly from the container rather than doling out a single portion in a dish may cause you to eat more than you intended. To combat this, practice portion control by serving yourself a single portion of food rather than eating out of a larger container. My husband reminds me of this all the time. He's like, Juliana, you can go back for seconds. So I always just come out with my full portion and he's all, hun, is there any chance you could do a little less and go back? Number 11, choose filling, nutritious foods. Stocking your kitchen with filling, nutrient-dense foods can not only help improve your overall health, but also combat the tendency to stress eat highly palatable foods. For example, filling your fridge and pantry with foods that can help fill you up in a healthful way, rather than foods rich in empty calories like candy, chips, and soda, is a smart way to prevent the chances of noshing on unhealthy choices. Filling foods are ones that are high in protein. I don't agree. Fiber and healthy fats. Nuts, seeds, avocados, beans, and eggs are just some examples of nutritious, satisfying choices that can help fill you up and prevent overeating. All of that might be true, but as a primarily raw vegan, I find that large quantities of greens, chunky vegetables, of course, are great ways. Mono meals of fruit. I literally had 10 jellos and the whole thing was 400 calories. I pre-weighed them and they're 15 calories an ounce, and I got to have a whole bowl of Tangelos. Not only was that high in fiber with no fat, but it had some protein and it was very filling. So I can't agree with that, but I do agree that if you have things in hand's reach that are healthy and satiating, you will most likely grab those, because it's more work to actually have to get into the cupboard and undo the wrapper and da-da-da. If something's just fresh in a bowl, it's good. Okay, be mindful of alcohol intake. While a glass of wine or a tasty cocktail can be relaxing way to unwind, keep in mind that alcohol lowers your ambitions, increases appetite, and may increase the chances of overeating. Hello, so true. People think if they have a margarita, they have to have nachos or something, right? Plus, drinking too much alcohol harms your health in a number of ways and can lead to dependent issues. And of course, your body is stunned and can't even function, once you've had the alcohol. Tanny Raw, who's a, raw food, vegan, health is your hobby phenom on every social media platform, has a video which is probably called Rethink the Drink. And you could go to Tanny Raw, it's all one word, on YouTube and put in anything to do with drinking. It might be called Rethink the Drink. And she tells all about the nightmare on the body regarding alcohol and how it just stuns your body's ability to deal with anything but getting that poison out of the body. It's not even about righteousness. It's just straight up facts about what's going down when you drink. Try to stay within the guidelines set by the United States Department of Agriculture, which suggests that alcoholic beverages be limited to 1 drink per day or less for women and 2 or fewer drinks per day for men. I say none. Number 13, keep your overall health in mind. During stressful times, it's more important than ever to keep your overall health in mind. Eating nutritious foods is just one part of keeping yourself healthy and happy. Practicing self-compassion, so the mental, emotional part of it, and doing the best that you can, given the current circumstances, it's what's most important. So like for my parents, they're tripping about having to have their kids home and help with school and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? There is no expectation other than you doing your best and knowing that we'll be doing damage control in the fall when we try and make up for these lost days. Please just love your child and let them be a child. It's all good. This is not the time to restrict, over-exercise, try a fad diet, compare yourself to others, or focus on weaknesses. If you're struggling with insecurities, body image issues, or anxiety, use this time to foster a new, healthy relationship with your body. And what I always like about Healthline.com is the bottom line. Here's the bottom line. Given the current circumstances surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic, and again, that's a hyperlink that you can look up, you may find yourself stuck at home and feeling stressed and bored, which may increase your chances of overeating. While indulging in comfort foods occasionally, especially during times of stress, is completely normal, overeating regularly can take a toll on your physical and mental health. The evidence-based tips above may help you control stress eating and improve many other aspects of your health as well. All right, let's go back really quickly, and I'll just reread 7 through 13. These were the hot tips on how to prevent overeating while you're stuck at home. Number 1, get moving, whatever that looks like. Number 8, prevent boredom by being creative, right? Number 9, be present. When you're actually eating, acknowledge that you are. You might want to record it in a journal. Number 10, practice portion control. Actually get the portion that's on the page. You will laugh your head off. I mean, when it says 3/4 of a cup and you automatically have 4 cups and that's just a warm-up, trust me. Number 11, choose filling, nutritious foods. And again, I recommend fruit and vegetables for the win. Number 12, be mindful of alcohol intake. I suggest none. And number 13, keep your overall health in mind. So your mental, spiritual, physical, all the parts of it. It's not just food, it never is, right? It's emotional, it's all the parts. All right, my friends, that's it. Of course, I've attached it to this video, so take a moment. In addition, for Jules Blessed Vegan, we've been doing random acts of kindness and getting ready for Easter. The 45 days before Easter are called Lent, when we are getting ready for Christ's Passion, his death and resurrection coming up. And we have been doing little tiny Easters by doing random acts of kindness, which have become a little more difficult in this era of not being face-to-face. But here's one for the planet. So this random act of kindness is all of us for the planet. What they have suggested in California in particular, but I just believe in the United States as a whole, this week is kind of the peak of where the COVID-19 or coronavirus is going. And they are seriously encouraging people to stay home for the entire week, to not go to public places, to not grocery shop, to get creative with your food and figure out how you can literally stay home for this week. In addition to that, it's Holy Week, which is the most spiritual week of the year as we're getting ready for Easter. So it would be amazing anyway to offer this up, because Christ knows it's a difficult time, but you can offer this up. So the random act of kindness that nobody even needs to know about is that we are genuinely going to choose in every way possible to stay home and to honor that calling, to honor that plea, to give our country its best chance, to give our loved ones their best chance. We're going to stay home. I'm going to school tomorrow. I'm going to say that already. I am going to school tomorrow, but I will be alone in my classroom. The chances of encountering anyone are very small, and for the rest of the week, I will absolutely be home. But I do have one commitment for tomorrow. I will not encounter people on my way. I will not encounter people while I'm there, and I will make it home without jeopardizing anybody either. So I could say that, but let's let that be it, to actually stay home. Today was to honor a dad. Today was to honor a dad. If there was any dads in your life, somehow let them know they matter. All right, my friends, like if you like, join us if you haven't, subscribe. Until we talk again, you're certainly welcome to leave comments below so that I may know how to support you. And best of all, trust that you're blessed.